Hey yo, what up?
It's your boy Brady the Kid.
It's your boy Twan. We are Debate Review TV. We are a new channel, and basically our channel is spliced into two different things: reviews or debates. In this case, we got a Hitman Holla versus Conceited, and we both thought that Hitman got it 3-0, 2-0, whatever.
2-0.
Whatever round, how many rounds you think was in the battle, we both thought that it was Hitman. But we both had different views on the bars. Before we get started, make sure y'all subscribe because we got a lot of content coming on sports, gaming, fashion, all that. And check out the channels below. Alright? Let's get right into it. Alright, so Hitman Holla starts it off, and basically he comes in, he's talking about his vault battle with Fair Funeral and Shuni the Rapper. He basically killed him by himself.
I mean, I think it was a good line. It was structured very well. The punch was a lot nicer than the build-up. I mean, they got a lot of Carter action, so it's all good.
And then he goes in and talks about the whole bill collector thing, which we can expect because, I mean, basically when you think of Hitman, you think of the bill collector and his little brother and all that. So he talks about how he was on World Star for the wrong reasons, and he gets into the Rubio line. I mean, I thought it was.
Thought it was what?
I think that was alright.
I mean, I thought it was pretty hot. It was set up good. The punch won all that for as good as the actual build-up itself was. But I mean, it was still hot.
Something that I'm glad he got into was Conceited's like attire as far as dress style. Everyone knows pretty much that Conceited, his dress game is dope, but it's like overpowers his performance. So it's kind of like Priorities. So, I mean, I like that he zeroed in on that. Then he gets into the line about volunteer to coach his bitch, Pat Summit. That was cool.
The line where he was like, if I live with my mom, my closet be filled with Gucci too. I thought that was real hot because like my boy said, Conceited focuses on dressing more, in some cases more than actual battling in itself. So I thought that was hot.
The Gucci. Then, one thing, before he got to his remix, he did the, forget shotgun Suge, you'll get Suge gunshot. Now, when he got into the, the whole thing talking about rappers using props, and then he talks about how he used a chopper and then loads up the chopper, and then the ironic thing is how he used his brother as a prop, but he did it better than the actual prop. So he goes like, boom!
Had to hold me up.
You gotta hold him up, and then he remixes it, and he goes like a boom, boom, boom. Excuse me. When I first saw that,
I said, sheesh!
That's a hot line. That's round one. Hitman. Alright, so, Conceited, he starts off round one. We're gonna slow it down. I think it was a verbatim, something like that.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, of course, people gonna be hype over it. It's early. It's early in the battle, whatever. Then he goes into something about Hitman Holla being a blood and in school, talking about the only C's he's scared of is the ones on his report card.
Basically, trying not saying he's a phony or whatever, just saying you can't be, you can't be a gangster or whatever, be in school and all that or whatever. And then after he said that line, he mentioned something about his chains or whatever. He said like you got a cold in your chest. Will cough them up, will make you cough.
You got ammonia.
If you got ammonia, and the crowd got it just like that, and that was real hot. And then after that, he got into he said, I can't remember exactly how he started the line, but then he said, if you ever seen the 6 Man,
Holla kept saying that he balled overseas.
Yeah.
And he actually did play. I mean, there's actual clips of him playing. Conceited was basically saying that was false. You're lying. The lie detector said that he lied about balling, and that no one saw him balling, so it's invisible like the 6 Man. If you haven't seen that movie, I suggest you check it out.
Go check it out. After that, he went into the line where he said cut off Taylor Swift like Kanye West.
Cut off.
I've
seen the VMAs.
Yeah, that so.
Whatever. Now, when did it start going down here? Because it started going down.
Right, really after the Taylor Swift line, it kind of.
Hold on, no. Because when he got into the Blazer, now I know everyone's seen you gonna say what you gonna say, but I still think that line has a lot of value, even though it was in the trailer.
It was just by the time everybody done seen the trailer, so by the time he done let the shit out, everybody's waiting on someone with like a huge surprise.
I reacted the same.
Oh yeah, the reaction was the same. It was a hot line.
You didn't react the same.
I mean, I reacted. It was Hotline. It was just because I already seen it before. So.
He gets into the whole bill collector thing. He gets into how you're supposed to click on the bill collector if he got your number. You're supposed to, you know, run out on the bill like a dine dash. Good stuff. Even round. You know. But
bars were there.
But no, because of course Conceited is a punchline rapper.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta switch it up a little.
It gets kindergarten after a while.
Yeah.
But all in all, round one,
Hitman
Holla.
Alright, so basically you got Hitman opens up round 2, you know what I'm saying? Basically saying Conceited, calling out his structure or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, punchline. 1, 2, 3, 4 punchline. Just saying, you know, it's the same thing over and over. It gets kind of kindergarten or whatever. And then he said, Hitman said that he's confused because he quoted Biggie. Now, he quoted Biggie line for line, there, word for word. And he said he's confused because he don't know how the crowd can respect somebody who can't tell their fans where it's from.
I was surprised he got that far with that Biggie line without getting booed.
Yeah, oh yeah, the crowd loved that. The crowd actually, you know, gave him real good.
I don't know why though. I don't know why he started rapping a Biggie line and there was not one single.
The crowd almost did it with him, almost.
Basically, he's talking about his loyalty.
Then he went something about, you know, sour Reggie.
And if y'all, it's not a bar breakdown. He was talking about how he's confused, how he's gonna be sour Reggie, and if you don't, I mean, it's different types of marijuana, but there's 2 different types, and if you put them together, it's a contradiction in the line. That's just something small, you know. Something
light. But my only thing after that part, my only thing was the build up took way too long. Hitman's build up took way too long for the punch to be what it was. It was almost as if his build up for the punch right after the Reggie line was greater than the punch itself.
Now, some of his lines were Al-Qaeda block, wave the block, Serena Williams, serve the block, vacant lot, power line, cable box. And then he went to something about ripping tracks, because I'll be weaving hair.
Weaving hair.
Now,
tracks.
The crowd ate it. It's just that the whole hair here wordplay, to me, is getting pretty old.
It's getting old. I mean, yeah.
I mean, hair here, you know, clips.
We understand you're from the Lou. You got the her, but it's old. He said he's a problem. Or he said he's a problem like Syracuse zone because, you know, all the basketball fans out there, you know, that 2-3 is lethal.
He gets into how Conceited is suspect because, you know, how he was in the bed with, and I forgot who he laid in the bed with.
It was ill, right?
It was probably, I think it was ill or something talking about how his legs on the shoulder. So he called him Raz B. You got served, Raz B, you know what I'm talking about? That was pretty funny. One of the hottest lines, I think, towards the end is the video game scheme when he said, P.S. we connect in his Xbox, and that hurts console.
I said, shit.
And that's all 3, leading consoles, so that's pretty cool. And then I think he had a line after that talking about he'll lift it up and let it all go, like he's moving on. That was a pretty hot.
Overall, you know, Hitman's second was real strong. Yeah.
Now the reason why we're great in these rounds the way we are, we're not saying that Hitman won just because he's Hitman. He's way more consistent with his bars, and his performance is better. Like
stage presence.
And it's all coincide.
Not even close.
We're not just, you know, riding anyone.
All right, so you got Conceited round 2. Do you have how he opens up? I can't remember exactly how he opens up.
He opened up with the reality check.
With the reality check, Holla. You know, I personally, that's not a good move.
No.
That's, you know, that's old. And now, if it's old and it's yours, go ahead. That's you. But that's, I mean, that battle, that was a good battle in my opinion. That the verb Holla. But no, you just don't do that.
It's a year and a half ago. Oh, he'll leave his blood in the box like a period.
No.
Stilettos, he'll lift your soul.
Lift your soul.
And this is when...
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
The first time he said to lift your soul, somebody in the crowd, it had to be front row or somewhere near front row, he heard somebody in the crowd say, this is whack, or whatever you just said was whack, yada yada. Okay, so then Conceited said, oh, this is whack. He tells the crowd to watch this, brings it back around, finishes with the same punch. And then he said, he knew he messed up because he was like, I know I fucked up. Come on, man. Tighten up a little bit, dog.
Kick push, make everybody in the loop pay. Full court press, that's what you mean when you trap. Basketball again. This is the second time. One thing that we have to address is that he called Hitman a crip.
I don't know no one apparently on stage caught.
We all know how Hitman is a blood.
Yeah, and all that. So none of the crowd caught it, but
it's there, and I wish we had the time to go back. It was near the end of his second round, right after the basketball scheme. Know your opponent, dude. Like, research your opponent. Don't just watch a few battles.
No, obviously it was a slip, but at the same time, don't do that.
That's pretty much the end of his round 2, and of course we already said we got that.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you don't know, now you know.
Round 3.
What in the hell? Both people, got booed on multiple occasions, and I found it odd. Conceited, you're in your hometown, my man, and they about threw through oranges and whatnot out for you to get off stage.
These are top 2 battle rappers, and you can quite understand, where they're at mentally. You got Conceited on Wildin' Out, Hitman making moves, and with Wiz, stuff like that. But at the same time, you have to give the fans
what they paid for. They're charging $5 for a bottle of water.
No food.
No, none. They've been in there all day.
Crackers, nothing.
You're top tier now, so you feel, egos, maybe just a little bit. I know, especially on Conceited side, egos a little bit, so he feels, head might be getting a little big or whatever. But come on, dog. At least when Clips didn't have a 3rd round, at least Clips round was semi-structured.
And I don't even remember the bar. Hold on. Oh, okay, so there's a few bars though, nonetheless. He'll put his hands around Reggie's neck.
Okay, with the everybody knows, late 90s playoffs NBA, Reggie Miller. He said Spike Lee, Spike Lee, everybody knows Spike Lee said floor side or whatever, Reggie Miller. Everybody blame Lee, for getting Miller hot and letting the Pacers win a game or whatever. So, yeah.
Nice. Right after that, he gets into a flashback line with his fans. It barely clicks. It doesn't even click. By the 4th time, it was just like. Then after that, he started just conversing with Conceited, just talking.
Like they just met up on the street. Like.
And the Conceited's part, he had a few lines in the beginning talking about it's like a midlife crisis because you're not going to go near the 40.
Yeah.
Hate the line. Like
DMV.
The DMV, hate the long line.
If you've ever been in a DMV, you know what we're talking about. But at this time, the crowd's done. You know what I mean? So
tired, hungry, etc.
Conceited really effed up when he told the crowd to shut up. I don't know what you're doing.
No. He says, watch Wildin' Out.
You're promoting your stuff on Smack stuff.
And if you can see Smack's frustration, if you look close, his frustration.
You didn't have to look close to look at his face. Smack comes online and says, what are we doing?
To conclude this, we give it, this is not a debate, this is a review. Hitman 2-0, I mean, there's nothing really much more we can say. Tell us what y'all thought. Y'all tell us what some lines y'all like in the battle. Tell us who you thought won. I wouldn't be mad if y'all thought Conceited won. I mean, make sure y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? Shoutouts to Unbiased Reviews. Shoutouts to Hip Hop Culture TV, T-Main TV. Shoutouts to my twin brother, Agers TV. The S1 Twins. Check out that channel. Make sure y'all subscribe because we got a lot of stuff coming. Sports, gaming, electronics, shoes, fashion, all that. All right? Twine.
Brady the Kid. Respect the shooter.
Yeah.